This is the first in a series of videos that shows practical teaching in the language classroom. So in these brief, short videos, we're going to watch examples of teachers in the classroom to find out some practical and useful classroom techniques. And in this first video, we're going to watch about a teacher using a technique for learning names. And after the video, I'll give you some extra tips.
Okay, let's check our answers. Michaela, what's the answer to question 1?
London.
Good. Ranko, what's the answer to question 2?
Sports day.
Good. Okay, let's check our answers together. Chenli, could you give me one thing that you talked about?
She asked me where.
So in that video, you watched a teacher using 2 different techniques for remembering new students' names. So the first one was name cards on desks. This is very useful to do in the first week or few weeks of a new class if you want to start to remember students' names. The teacher also used a seating chart. So this was a chart that had all of the students on a diagram and the places where they're sitting with their names. And this is just useful for the teacher when the teacher is waiting for students to do activities and thinking about questions, and if the teacher wants to select specific students. A few other things you can do are annotate an attendance sheet. So with the attendance sheet, you can add nicknames or notes about certain students to help you remember. You can use photos as well. So you can take a class photo and have students write their names on the class photo. A few more suggestions here. So learn a few names at a time, okay? You may not be able to learn all of the names in the first class, but if you learn a few names in the first class and then each class try to learn a few more names. Okay, the final 2 tips here. Ask students to write something about themselves. This is a great thing to do in the first few classes. Get students to write about themselves, perhaps make a short presentation or add some extra information to the name cards. You can also ask students to introduce each other to the class. So you could do some kind of group icebreaker where students find out about each other and then they have to stand up and introduce their partners to the class and share what they learned. So these are all good things to do in the first few weeks of class, along with activities like icebreakers for remembering students' names. Okay, I hope that was useful. Thank you.